during the time he made this music, zombie, oh zombie, zombie, oh zombie. Zombie no go go unless you tell him to go. Zombie. Tell him to go sit. Hajo, roja, hajo. You understand? So that is what I implemented Kufuor's coming to Ghana. It does not mean that he came here to learn Afro music.
So you said something first that his mother was the first African to own a car.
For sure.
Uh,
Present Ghana Fire Service headquarters, the building belongs to a Nigerian and it was confiscated. Nze Ebosie Christian Onyebun from Federal Republic of Nigeria, eastern part of Nigeria precise. Thank you.
so right now you are currently living in Ghana.
Yes, precise. I have been in Ghana for 30 something years. I stepped into Ghana on my own accord on 22nd March 1990.
Okay, so please can you share with us some of your experiences from Nigeria to Ghana, the journey from Nigeria to Ghana?
Yes, there are a lot of experiences that I can count. At least being here for 30 something years, I've gotten a lot of experience, both good and bad.
Okay, if you say both good and bad, what do you mean by that? Maybe can you share with us some good ones and the bad ones that you have experienced?
Yeah, because a lot of people will count on the hazard they pass through. But where there is good, there must be bad. And where there is bad, there must be good. Everyone will never love you, even in your right own family. Everyone will not love you. I believe you knows that.
Yeah.
So when I step into Ghana here, yes, a lot show love to me, while a lot as well prove hatred on me. But one thing I will count good about Ghana is the steady light in Ghana and the peace in Ghana that we experienced in those days, far back 90s. There was abundant peace in Ghana. You can walk on the street, even at the odd hour. You can walk in the street. Nobody will let you, provided you didn't misbehave. Your conduct is good. Nobody will let you. Nobody gaggles you. You see, but you see, as we grow, our ears are becoming bigger. So as Ghana population density is growing, increasing every day, a lot of things, a lot of changes come. So that is what I mean by I have experienced a lot here, good and bad. Thank you.
Okay, so what makes you move from Nigeria to Ghana? On what reason?
Yeah, the reason that made me move from Nigeria to Ghana is because of the company I was representing here in Ghana, Koyo Europa BV, that produces car spare parts. In Ghana here, the American say Ghana Huniama. Because when you say in Nigeria, we say we deal on spare parts. A lot of people think spare parts can be human being spare parts, but it is a European company from Holland, that the Holland and Japan, that they produces Koyo bearings, Koyo battery, and Koyo Seiko wristwatch. So they were the people I was representing here, and through them I came into Ghana. Actually, I was born and bred up in Ghana, At the age of, let me say, around that kind 3 to 4 years, I went back with my both parents, who are both Nigerians, and later come back on my own accord that year,
Oh,
22nd March 1990.
okay, so uh, since you came to Ghana, uh, does Ghana treated you well?
That's what I said earlier on, that
Okay.
not all that glitters is good. Not all that will treat you good, not all too that will treat you bad. Some human beings have a bitter color in them. Some human beings calculate on what they pass through, maybe not actually calculating what they did before they got some racial treatment. So some of them believe they were treated racially. In Nigeria, when Ghanaians came to Nigeria, they treat you bad here. Some too who are godly, whom the word of God sows seed in them, will treat you fine. So I can say that it is left and right issue.
Okay, so uh, what's your take on the perception that Ghanaians have about Nigerians, that they do 419 or they do fraud?
Yes, the rumor have been left and right here and there in Ghana, but to my own understanding, Ghanaians are the people who make this proverb that says, "Efie biara mensa wom." There is no house that don't have bad egg and good egg. You understand? And to me, I believe that before a criminal will enter into a country, there must be an accomplice who is a citizen of the country.
Okay, so about how the youth are so desperate right now to make money. Uh, do you have something to talk about that? Like some advice for the youths?
Yeah, my brother, if I should reason about the way the youth are desperate in making money, it's real alarming. It's real alarming in the sense that nobody even care that God exists. Nobody even carry his conscience along when he's moving to do evil. Nobody calculates conscience again. The conscience in the world generally is lost. Where everybody needs money, and sometimes I give the blame to the elderly ones, the parents, because if you are in this world, you did not make it huge by hook or by crook. They don't regard you. And if I should have an advice, as you said, I channel it first to the parents. Don't molest or humiliate your child who has not made it big, because maybe he or she has the fear of God in him or her. That's why he have not been going up and down, seeking for where the money will come quick. But to me personally, I believe that God is real, and I believe that God can give wealth at the right time.
What's your take on this thing that people have been saying that Nigerians, they don't love Ghanaians? Do you ever heard about something like that?
Yes, the rumor is all over the air. If I tell you I've not heard about it, I am a liar. And for me not to be a liar, I must speak nothing but the truth. You see, the rumor is all over. But one thing I urge and advise my brothers and sisters Ghanaians is that speculation, like I told you, I've been in this country for 30 something years now. I can tell you, if you go back to my country and spend that donkey years, you will know Nigeria more than I do. Even if I'm staying in Nigeria, residing in Nigeria presently, and you come there and you stayed up to 10 to 15 years, you will know Nigeria more than I do. Because you came there to exploit, you came there to learn our lifestyle, to ascertain what actually happens in Nigeria. But for me, I will see it that, oh, it's normal. That's the way Nigeria is. But you are the one to pick points on how Nigeria behave. You see, to iron that one out, one thing I know about Ghanaians like speculations. In the local dialect, say, yes, yes. The people in Accra will say, I care. Namo care. You cannot hold the person that care. When I say, you cannot hold the person that say. So Ghanaians like speculations. Take for instance, there was a year, I can't quote right, Ghana and Nigeria played the AFCON qualification competition in Nigeria. I happened to be in Nigeria that very day. I watched the match with my fellow Nigerians that Ghana Black Star beat Nigeria in the tournament or in the qualifying series. I spent only 2 days in Lagos. I went like today. After the match tomorrow, I came the next day. I was putting on Ghana JC. And by then, I used to travel not by air, but by road. And I put on that Ghana JC and travel all the way from Lagos State to Badagry, from Badagry to Semeboda, where I crossed and entered Benin Republic and came to Ghana. You understand? Nobody molested me, nobody gaggled me, because that Ghana t-shirt I put on identifies me as a Ghanaian. But lo and behold, I came here. The speculation that went about was that Ghana Black Star won Nigeria, and Nigerians were molesting, humiliating Ghanaians left and right in Federal Republic of Nigeria. Thank God for the President Biden, who is godly, President John Ajekun Kufuor, who made the press conference and hooked Ghana Consulate in Lagos, hooked Ghana Embassy in Abuja. And the Ghana ambassador to Nigeria reported that nothing of such happened. The consulate in Lagos State reported that nothing of such happened. But the news was everywhere in the air. So I don't know, most of the times I see that Ghanaians does that to get sympathy votes. But naturally, if always you get sympathy votes, automatically it will not make you to know your capacity and know your level. You will think the world has become a bed of roses. When the problem of hardship will come, Ghanaians will not know how to manage it. So this is what I'm saying. You see, when you come to a border issue, every border, people have those who molest them there, because that is the easy way for our boys now to make money these days. You get me right? But when it happens in Ghana border, the Ghanaians complain. When it happens, when it happens in Nigerian border, Ghanaians complain as tomorrow is no more existing. We no more exist, you see. But it is what we, even if you are going to Spain, the border that will make you enter to Spain is not easy. Any country you are going, it's not easy. You understand? But Ghanaians complain as if they are being tortured the whole world. Thank you.
So, what can you say about love? Like, can you tell us something small about love?
Love.
Yeah, between Ghana and Nigeria. I mean,
there is cordial relationship between Nigerians and Ghanaians. For those who know, and those who don't know, we never know. The cordial relationship is there, because I read this history book from the late F.K. Bua from Eastern region, part of Ghana. You get me right. In that history, he told me how Ghana got independence and how Nigeria got independence. That before Osajefu, Dr. Kwame Nkrumah, who got independence, who appeared his signatory before the British gave Ghana independence, went to Nigeria and solicited for assistance on how he went to Britain. You understand? And I myself, being a citizen to Federal Republic of Nigeria, have read the history that taught me that Dr. Nnamdi Azikiwe, whom also stood for Nigerian nationalist movement, was in Accra, Ghana, at Bukum precise, where he was learning how to do boxing. I believe you know that in Ghana here, boxing is from Bukum, Gamashi. Uh-huh. He stood there to gain the ground. You understand? Uh-huh. So we need each other, but the problem is the issue or the mentality that a lot of Ghanaian incites in their citizen is the thing that causes havoc. Take for instance, during the alien compliance in Ghana here, Busia ejected Nigerians here. But I came to Ghana here before I got to know that such a thing happened. You understand? That is being given birth to today. The parents will whisper into his ear, who say Nigerians for moon pagan asem pam Ghanaians yeah. Now you see them reciting the song they use with Rollins during that time, 80s thereabout.
Ghana must go.
You understand? So that tag has been there that every Ghanaian, whisper to the ear of a day-born child in Ghana today. That makes there is no freedom of association between the coexistence between Ghana and Nigeria is not in a very good harmony and rapport. You understand? But such a thing happened during alien compliance between Ghana and Nigeria when Busia say the aliens must comply and go. Take for instance, according to history, I got to know that the present Ghana Fire Service headquarters, the building belongs to a Nigerian and it was confiscated. You go to Labade where I stepped my foot the very first day I came to Ghana. There is this bank called La Community Bank. Their first building belongs to a Ghanaian. Even a Labadian told me the history.
A Nigerian.
And it belongs to a Nigerian, sorry. A Ghanaian told me the history. But all these things, they see it that is what government can cause. Nobody is complaining about it. You understand? But in Ghana, they will even tell their children how they began with Nigeria and how they want to end with Nigeria. And that is why they...
Okay. Please, do you love music?
I do, but if I talk of music, I talk of the ancient music that musicians like Nana Pedu, Amachi Dede Abrantie, Okuku Seku, and all the rest, that when you are listening to their song, it inspires you. It will give you maturity sense and sense of belonging. It will let you to know that the world is never a bed of roses. It will let you to know that with God all things are possible. It's not that this modern dispensation music that you see musicians singing where they party day to day. You see, that will never give you any inspiration of well-being on earth.
Okay. So between Ghana and Nigeria music, uh, what do you have to say about that? Like, uh, Okay, you love Nigerian music?
as well.
Okay.
Sure.
Do you know what is the genre called Afrobeat? Do you know it?
But then
Afrobeat.
Afrobeat, you
Yeah.
see, when you talk of Afrobeat and other things and jazz and others, it is this Iran music. But during our time and to those who wants to, go ahead, we deal with music that, will inspire you and give you sense of maturity. You get me right? So Afrobeat and all the rest, I am not interested. But when you ask me of Nigerian music that I love, I can mention one or two artists, musicians for you. At least music like Osadebe, High Life. When you sit down and listen to it, especially at dawn, you sit up and know that doing what is good is right.
You
Eh,
know, uh, the reason why I'm asking you about the Afrobeat, there is a controversy or that uh, fight between Ghana and Nigeria about who originated Afrobeat. Some people are saying that it's Fela Kuti. I hope you know Fela Kuti.
yeah,
Yeah,
Fela Anikolapo Ransom Kuti.
mhm. They said it's Fela Kuti that originated Afrobeat. Some others too are saying that it's a Ghanaian that have uh, originated the Afrobeat, and Fela Kuti came to Ghana to learn from Ghanaians. That's what people are saying. But I don't know whether you know some things about those things. Like I was asking, do you know something about that? What I said right now that Ghanaians Ghanaians are accusing,
Speculating
yeah,
that
that
Fela, who introduced Afrobeat in
yeah,
Nigeria, came and learned it from
Ghana.
Ghana. Good. It's a very nice question. You see, the fact remains that it's like today when anyone who gives birth to a child would want the child to be greater than him or her. It's our prayers. Like as I am, I'm a father to four. So my prayer is that my children will be greater than me. And any human being that is reasonable who dream for him to be greater than his or her children is an occultic. So one thing I don't understand about Ghanaians is that they should understand the nature of your coming to Ghana and what you exploit from Ghana. The reason why Fela flew into Ghana was because of during that time Fela Kuti area on whom originated Afrobeat. Yes, some of your people here will be speculating that because they saw that Fela came and stayed here. That does not mean Fela coming here was the time he started, doing his Afrobeat. Fela have started his Afrobeat before he came to Ghana. And there is something that made him to come to Ghana, which is vividly known by a lot of Africans. That was during military dispensation. You know how military they does their thing. They believe in decree. Nobody voted them in. They can do what they like at any given time. So Fela too is a kind that never hide truth. If you are doing what is not good to the nation, if he don't have the right and the authority or the time to tell you one on one, he put it into his music. And during the time he made this music, zombie, oh zombie, zombie, oh zombie, zombie no go unless you tell him to go. Zombie, tell him to go sit. Hajo roja hajo. You understand? So that is, and you see on the video coverage, you see soldiers marching. That is indirect way for him to tell his soldiers that why are they not doing the right thing? But when the commander, the supreme commander to them, tell them go and fire, you fire the person you didn't ascertain whether he did good or bad. So they were hunting him. And that is what I implemented Kufuor's coming to Ghana. It does not mean that he came here to learn Afro music.
So you said something first that his mother was the first African to own a car.
For sure.
Uh,
Your
re- re-
Google can tell us everything.
you can repeat
If you
that.
ask your Google, you know that what I'm speaking is right. And as to my age now, I don't say what I'm not sure of it. Anything I'm not sure of it, you ask me, I will just give you the answer. Please, my dear, I don't know. And that I don't know will never cause my death because really I don't know.
Okay. So the final words that I asked you first, it has gone. So can you say something again for your final words?
Yeah, my final words is I'm advising every Ghanaian, every Nigerian to be hell-bent and respect the law of any land they step into. And we should desist from speculation. Hearing and saying is very bad. Because if you hear what is not right, you'll be in fear. And if you speak what is not reality, you are putting people in dilemma. You are putting people in panicking. So whenever we are speaking, we should speak with fact. Whatever we are reporting, we should report with fact. And whatever we are hearing, we should make sure we hear fact. And at the same time, act godly. So that with God, all things are possible, as the popular sayers do say. And with the Spirit of God and doing something in godly way, the word will be a comfortable place for us to recite. But the problem whereby because I hate you, I don't like you, what I did not see wrong about you, I report it. Automatically, people will be scared of you. Whereas what I reported is wrong. Like I said earlier, I was here one day. It's like Ghana immigrations were hunting the bad boys, combing them in the area. They passed my house front here with their healers, at least 8 or 9, if I could. My memory serves me right. In my house here, we don't speak Chi, we don't speak English. I and my family, we speak my language. My wife was outside here, You can see we have no wall here yet. So we are chatting, discussing as husband and wife, speaking my language. And the immigration people came and passed. Why, if I'm a criminal, I was deceased from speaking my language. I would deny myself freedom of speaking my language. But because I know, if immigration come and bond me here, we go, they will verify. What did I do? Have I done anything wrong? No. Why did you arrest me? What have I done to deserve this? So that gives me the power to continue my language because I don't do crime. My business is only buying and selling. I deal on car spare parts. I buy, I supply. People in Takrady, I supply them. AD Motors, my chief customer in Takrady, Dyke Motors. AD Motors means Adonti Motor. For you to know that I know him to the core. He's from Eburi, but resides in Takrady. Dyke Motors, Debra. I know him. I supply them goods. You go to Kofrodia, Sabuku Motors. He's my chief customer there. Alex Kwabot, Kinlalas, Sejo. All of them there knows me. When you go to Kofrodia, they address me as Koyoman, Koyoman, Koyoman. You see what I mean? You go to Tamale, Alhaji Kadri. I supply him goods there as well. Yendi, I supply goods there. You go to Accra, Teshi, Sepi is my chief customer there. He's my chief customer there. You understand? I supply him goods. You go to Accra, automotive AGPS. I supply him goods. Samless, they all knows me. When you go there, you hear Koyo man, Koyo man, Koyo man. Because of that single product I supply to them, Koyo bearing. You see? So all I know is my business, buying and selling. Even a lot of people will say, frosters. I'm computer illiterate. If you give me a computer now, I will be misfit to it. I don't know where to start and where to end. And I don't want to learn because it's not part of my business. I'm not working in a government sector to say that there I must use computer. I can use my pen and my paper to calculate my money, to debit down those who are owing me and debit down those I have to supply goods.
So, okay. So, your final words to Ghanaian and Nigerians about love?
My final words to them is that Ghana must love Nigerian. Nigerians also must love Ghanaian because we are one. In the whole West Africa, we are the only two countries colonized by Britain. I can tell you that our father and mother are the same. We are like one mother, one father. We should put speculations aside and do what is right. Use the Spirit of God to bring harmony and unity to the good coexistence of these two nations called Nigeria, Ghana. So, in other words, we should not bring hatred. When you see somebody, judge the person according to his or her character. Don't judge people according to hearsay. The popular slogan, yes say in Ghana. Don't judge people according to that. I urge Ghanaians like this, and I urge Nigerians also like that. Let us be in harmony. Let us unite together. Let the coexistence of a good and happy relationship be among us, so that the children we are bringing up now, this time around, a lot of Ghanaians marry Nigerians as wives, and a lot of Nigerians marry Ghanaians as wives. So we are one. And definitely, if Ghana Nigeria is not good, automatically the branch will go down. Now, nobody will marry his or her sister or brother because we are not Chinese. It's only Chinese that marry their family. But in Africa here, we don't marry our family. So automatically, the person you are going to marry will come from the family that didn't relate to you. So if you marry your wife and you are bringing that hatred, that racialism in life, automatically it can sink down to your marriage that will tear marriages apart.
Okay. Please, you said you are how old, like your age?
I'm 61 years of age.
No.
By His special grace, 20th April, I'll be 62. 20th April 2003, I'll be 62.
Okay. Thank you very much for this
You're welcome.
video.